Look
Look
at
at
her.
her.
She like, I'm not going to open the one that ain't
hand
on.
already. I can't hear you.
Come join us, ladies. Hear the latest gossip, news,
Got it.
relationship
Oh, there we
issues.
go.
Is mine good?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay.
Too good.
See.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know who was fucking with us.
Let's see the gun.
Juicy.
Good evening, Juicy Dolls, and welcome to all our juicy listeners. Today is episode number 53.
Dang, we old.
Girl, don't talk about that. I had a story about that today. But hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey. Hey, girl, hey. Y'all all right?
I miss you.
When's the last time we was here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here we are. Today, Counselor Yvette was marching up to Lansing on Capitol Hill.
Yes, I did.
She was out there looking like them crazy strikers.
Really? Really?
I'm just asking.
Well, I did see the Facebook post. I didn't click it. I just smiled real hard. I didn't want to laugh. Because I was at work.
Look at the support
But
I
I
have
did
in
like
here.
it. I did like it, though.
Oh.
I didn't watch it. I know how she was. Did you see? Was you yell, chatting?
No, I
She
was not.
she keep laughing though. You don't know how funny she think this is. Like she's being
I know.
honest. She think it's
I know.
hilarious.
Did you have a sign?
No, I did not have a sign.
She
They
doesn't-
had signs though. They had the poster boards out there. You can make your sign, baby. I
What'd
was
they
like,
say?
What did
Huh?
you do then?
What did some
what
of
did
them
I
say?
do? Girl, went, took pictures, talked to people I ain't seen in years.
Was it a grill going?
No.
Was it a grill going?
No, it was not. They did decide to walk up and down the street, chatting and stuff like that. And I was like, woohoo, that was about it.
Y'all had to go all the way to Lansing?
Yeah.
Yes, because they wanted as many people as, LPCs to show up to testify.
Can you specify what an LPC is for our listeners?
Yes, LPC is licensed professional counselors. And so they are trying to make a change to our scope of practice and basically saying that we are unable to practice any mental health techniques as well as diagnose. So basically it will put you pretty much out of business and out of work. And so where this is coming from was odd because some of the people that I noticed that was on the board that been talking about this and speaking out against us, no one is a counselor or anything. So it's kind of like, what's going on here? So
what would your role be once you take away that?
don't know.
That's
Don't
weird.
know. It's very weird. And so it was
So how did they come about ruling?
So who are they pushing?
They
trying
have
to be
not yet,
psychiatrists
so-
or something?
huh?
They would you be psychiatrists or?
No, I don't know what it is that they will, what they're looking for. So that remains to be seen. So now, since we went out there and had our voices heard, shout out to everybody who went out there and was able to testify or sent out their letters and everything else. Please, please, please continue to contact your state reps and make sure that they push this bill through because we have to get this bill through. So therefore, we wouldn't have this issue again where someone try to come in and change our scope of practice.
Wow. And
Yeah.
nobody had a grill going?
Nobody had a grill going, girl.
It's like strike
wish.
protocol.
Look, I mean, I've been up since 4:30 this morning. By the time we got there, everything started at 9 o'clock, so we got there just before 9. Never stopped, had anything to eat, no coffee nor anything. So by 1 o'clock, I was
traffic.
like, I'm about to pass out. I need to eat or something. I'm freezing. We got to do something here. So, I was hoping somebody was out there with a hot dog stand. Give me something. Give me something. I was so hungry. So, some people was leaving and bringing things back for, like, their staff that was there waiting. So they was bringing back pops, juice, candy, cookies, and they were sharing. Everybody was really nice about it.
I would have brought some tequila.
I know.
We would have really got it turned.
I know. I should have called you like, hey, somebody bring me something. I'm out here dying out here. I was dying. I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. It was just too cold. And then they were they had one bathroom that we was able to use. It was crazy. And so they wouldn't let everybody in because they said it was too many of us. So it was already about a good 400 people inside. And it was like I don't know how many
So
people
it's really
outside.
affecting a lot of people in Michigan.
Oh, it's affecting everybody that's LPC. Even if you went, so it was a lot of agencies that was there and allowed their employees to leave to come and protest because the thing is, you're going to stop a lot of people from receiving mental health services.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I know, like in Detroit, the children, was it Children's Center?
Yeah,
They use a lot of counselors.
exactly.
What's the other one? Detroit. I think they changed their name.
Which
Detroit.
one?
Gosh, the other one that for the adults. That was on. Someone that was on downtown.
Detroit Central Cities?
Detroit Central City.
Yep.
They used LPC.
Oh, yeah, teen mental health was there.
A lot of them. Most of them do.
It was majority. It was a lot of agencies there. A lot of people who have private practice. A lot of our, all of our board members showed up and everything. So it was a lot of people there.
That's
so
weird.
For everybody to come out the way they did to support even clients that came out that has
Could you
been,
imagine?
girl, the clients they out there. with their
You
protest
thinking the
signs.
worst.
They don't look like that, Nada. Jesus Christ.
It's like, hey,
They were out there though. I
that's what y'all
mean,
should have had your clients out there.
that some clients did show up. They wanted to stand up and
Acting a
protest
fool.
like,
Acting
hey.
a fool.
Like, not the good clients.
No,
We
I
need
mean,
to.
surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, because I mean, it was a mixture of everybody. It
Not
was
the-
like literally a mixture of everybody.
Tearing
So,
that Capitol Hill grass.
girl,
up.
tearing it up. They was out there too.
Out there digging, like, see what you're doing.
They down there screaming LPC, LPC. I'm like, okay. Then they, so then they start marching down the street. I'm like, okay, I'm in line. I can't come out and march. They had their signs, their T-shirts, people taking pictures of other people T-shirts. I mean, it was massive. And for a lot of people to show up the way that they did and to have the support that we have from other organizations, even the Michigan social workers, a lot of people are against this bill and this of what they're trying to pass. Okay. And so it made it, everything was good. And, so it just made things that much better that we have so much support. So
That's good.
we just hoping for the best. Hopefully we'll find out something soon, or hopefully our bill get pushed through, and then we can be done with this whole nonsense.
I think it'll work.
Right? Because I'm like, rather than that, y'all gonna have people leaving Michigan. We ain't gonna have
Yeah.
no counselors here in Michigan. They're gonna be out
Need
because
to find
you're not
work.
doing this in no other state. This is only here in Michigan.
That's
strange.
Weird. That's very weird.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Well, in other news, Diane Kira died today.
Why you say it like that? I like Diane Carroll too.
did.
That broke my heart.
You know who Diane Kira
It
is?
sounds familiar. It sounds familiar.
She's looking like she's
Well,
lost.
Miss Cleo had no clue who she was.
Girl.
Any Carol sounds familiar.
You
No,
don't know Diane Carroll?
no, she's an old actress.
Oh my God, you
Something
are.
like that. I didn't know that. It took me a while.
And most people probably know her as Whitley Mama on Different World.
Yeah.
That's where you-
Wait. Wait, let me think. She had the crooked wig like Whitley.
Yeah.
Yes.
Aww. You know who I was thinking
but
about?
she has a lot of acclaimed, notable.
She played in
roles.
Dynasty. Come
She was
on.
in Dynasty.
I wasn't even thinking
But
about
she
a black
known from
woman,
her
actually.
sitcom and
Julia.
Julia. Because it was a big deal because back then she was the first African American woman who had a lead role that wasn't a servant.
Right.
So that was like a big deal. Now you Googling.
Oh God. Yeah. I
Learn
thought she
something
was
every
great.
new. Every time.
Yeah. So yeah, she died today. 84. She never aged. She looked really good.
She always looked good. She did. She looked very good for her age.
God, speaking of age. Ugh.
Speak, Lord.
So recently, I just became a milestone number.
I don't know why I thought you was about to say something else. I was about to throw the phone and everything. Girl, I don't know where my mind went.
Both of y'all is crazy today.
I'm sleepy.
I ran into somebody, and I was at a meeting, and he was like, "Oh yeah, so you're mid-age now."
No,
Girl, I said, "What? Is that what they call it?"
Yes.
it's your mid age.
You in the 40 and up club, girl. Welcome.
Age is 40, and I said that's mid.
I thought mid
50
was 50. I thought 50 was mid.
mid. Like 40.
Girl, they change the rules all the time. You have no idea where you fit in at.
They say,
The older you get, the higher that number goes. Just so
oh,
we're
okay.
clear.
So when you 60,
It's
it's
mid.
mid. Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
I
yeah.
can push
People
it.
living to 120 now. Shit.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's biblical.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
God did say
On God.
on God, He did say we had 120 years.
On
on
God.
earth.
Hey.
Oh God.
So that ain't me if I'm 40.
Uh-oh.
Ish.
Okay.
She
That's
said,
where-
Almost. Look.
40-ish. Okay.
Next
All
time.
right.
Girl, but that really struck a chord. Because even when you do the check boxes on applications now, you got to check that one. You know what I mean?
You got to go to the check in the middle. You're no
Yeah,
longer at this
the
end. You're moving up.
That's
You're
serious.
moving up.
It's
yeah.
like, oh my God.
And then your life insurance rate goes up. You're like, okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
Changes.
Hold on.
So I need to get into a whole life now.
Right.
Term ain't. I gotta get it. I
Right.
can't get the.
I can't get tired. You mean
Damn.
what? How much I got to get? Like, okay, we don't expect you to be here like maybe a good 30 more years. What?
Damn.
Every birthday, I never thought of my birthday like an age. I just thought of me, but this one was,
And she went through a lot.
I was so emotional.
Really? I
That's
just
right.
really
I think
enjoyed it.
that's why I really didn't even I think I got sick from the thought of it. Not actually sick. 'Cause I was sick. I was sick, but I
You
think
did
the
get
thought,
sick.
I think that I made myself sick by thinking about it. And I didn't want to do nothing because I didn't even do nothing.
No.
I see what you're talking about, Mark. I get it. When you was just like, forget it, I get it. I was like, what, girl? This is your what?
I'm 25. I don't know.
I
You
get-
can
I
claim.
will.
You can claim however old you is, honey. I don't know
I
what
said
you.
forever
I
21.
can't relate.
Forever
Girl.
21, baby. That's all this.
I'm sorry, I can't be forever 21 because I don't like half of them that's 21.
Well, not
Excuse
the
me,
new
people.
21-year-olds. I'm talking
Okay.
about when we
No,
was 21.
okay.
Exactly.
The
That's
90s.
like, which is non-existent.
I love you, T, but yeah, I mean Cleo Blue.
Our
Yeah, I keep
21s
throwing
were
that out.
different from the now 20. Our 21s, we was
Well, maybe I like them because they
you
look
love 'em.
messier than me when they're drunk. You know what I mean? So now where I'm out with people my age looking bad, being that drunk mess, when you hang with younger people, it's like, shut up, I know. And I love it. Yes. We all look a mess together where it's like, oh, get up and dance. And they be like, no, I'm good.
Do
No.
they?
They do. Like, I'm saying older
Girl.
people.
Oh,
They don't want to do nothing.
You talking about the older, like 50 and up.
No, I'm talking about 30, 32 and up.
Girl, that gotta be your
Right.
friends because I don't know what. We don't do that.
You know we don't do that.
We gets up.
I do know a lot of
And get told it, ma'am, stop.
Right.
Sit down.
You can't
was
dance,
awful.
you
gotta
can't
get
dance
out
on the
here.
people.
Ma'am, stop.
That's
stop
what the
that.
strippers
we
is
don't-
for.
we don't
You
do
can't
that here.
dance on them.
We don't do that here, ma'am. That's
don't
what
do
we
that
get.
here.
We still get that. That's a shame.
Yeah.
And she looked like she was surprised.
Who, me, dog? Yes, you. Girl,
That's just
stop.
my friend. Girl, get out of here. Get out of here.
But yeah, so yeah, it is different. I feel different.
What is good?
Is it a good thing?
No.
No, it's
No.
not. Now you gonna now welcome to the aches and pains of life.
Girl, why my left hand?
Oh my
my
God.
left hand was hurting.
Oh Lord.
And I said, "Is this the age?"
no.
Because it's like, what?
Is this the age? What is, did you catch something?
Stop helping her think. She gonna be thinking about everything. Oh my gosh. Soon as my birthday came, look at my toe.
I got strep throat
Oh good.
on my
And-
birthday.
and-
My
as old
immune
as you were.
system. Soon as I turned 40, my immune system dropped.
It did. I got strep. I had to go
I'm
to.
telling
Who
you.
goes to the doctor on their birthday?
I was like, happy
You?
birthday. She
I
was
was
like,
urgent
hello.
care.
I was like,
And I've wound up in the ER on my birthday.
See, that's
that's
different.
different.
What? That,
Because he had
that
too
was
much
probably
fun.
your choice.
He was like, oh,
someone.
I was doing
I was
too much.
encouraged to go. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I had to go. I woke up and just really upset.
And then, yeah,
I
everyone
don't know
kept
why you
saying
was
these.
upset.
Everyone kept
it's
saying these little
awesome.
jokes, these little mean punchlines, and she just could not take it.
Oh yeah, it was awful. That was the worst birthday. I swear I had. It was really
That's
bad.
because you was in your feelings, and you need to.
I went over, she was
embrace-
cooking, she was just like throwing the onions around the pan. I'm like, yo.
God.
I can't believe I have made it this
Like,
far.
what did the saute onion do to you? Why are you so angry cooking this dinner?
Everybody angry. Then I didn't know. Like my husband and my daughter had a meeting about me and my attitude.
Oh wow.
He was like, "Oh yeah, we just had a meeting.
Ah.
And we don't know what's going on with you." And then he acting like because it's my age, and he's really pissing me off about it. He's like, "I don't know if it's because of your age now." I'm like, "I just turned it. Okay."
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, it could be. You know, you can get to experience a lot when you hit that 4-0. Everything begins to kind of break down a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Because you develop an attitude like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're talking about, what you're doing, what you're saying. Yes, I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Get over it.
Yeah, it was bad. It was real
So
bad.
sorry to hear that.
That's terrible, Nada.
It was bad. But I'm back. I'm back. I'm coming back into Canes. But even though my hand was hurting, I didn't get where that ache was coming from. And that was scary. 'Cause
Girl,
I said,
start
is
feeling
this
pain
is
in your
it?
back.
Is what it is? That's what I said, I'm about to be a vegan now. I don't know what's going on with my
goodness.
body.
But when we went out and went out for your birthday, the next day my body was hurting so bad. I said, "Okay, enough is enough. I can't do this anymore. I just can't.
I
My
got
body
food
was
poisoning.
hurting."
When?
Did you?
I got food poisoning.
That night?
Yes. I got it from whatever I got into that
You
dang
sure?
on sub. I ain't lying.
What's up? You didn't
I
eat
got
something?
a grilled chicken pita.
From where? Oh, you ate again. I forget we all
Yeah.
ate again.
And I was so sick.
Where did y'all go after we left?
She
know
didn't
how
want to
I
go
be.
home.
You know
She
how I
ain't want to
go.
go home.
you know how it
We,
goes.
we
thought
walked
you
the
said you was
streets.
calling,
We went in Greektown drunk.
Oh wow.
Yeah. She was like, my birthday isn't over. We kept going. It was like, you ain't got to go home. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, you didn't have to go home. I was in the car asleep.
Yeah.
It was a rough one for me.
But anyway, yeah, that was nice. But coming to that part was nice, but the whole idea of it was just horrible.
Okay.
But I'm still coming to terms with it. When he said that I was okay until today. And then he said that mid age, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like,
should've
"Yeah,
cussed
you're
that one.
mid age now,
And how old was he?
40."
You should have said, speak for yourself. You shoulda
But he
cussed
looked.
at
He
him.
looked all of 40.
You should have cussed that.
He looked at 40. You ever seen somebody? You look 40. Like I get it. You know what I'm saying?
You get it because they look 40.
You look it. So you
Okay.
should be okay with this. I'm not. I'm fucking not okay with this.
I know. And the strangest thing, because I could be looking at something on television or the news and they say, and she was 42 or 41. I'm like, oh, she old. I have to stop and say, wait a minute, I'm the same age.
It's when you go to your class reunion and you're hanging out with your one really good friend and one of you inevitably goes, do we look as old as everybody else in this room does?
I did it all.
Because I don't feel like I do.
Right.
I do that
But do we?
Right.
Do we really?
Look like this?
Yeah.
I do it all the time. I say, do I look like her?
You do look at people because
I
we
know-
are
I mean,
all
I know-
aging.
Yes.
But do I look like her though? Like that's like. I mean, because
Girl.
me and my brother do it all the time. Like, do I look like him? Do I
I
look?
hate riding with them. They'll be like, since you're a millennial, how do I look? Like, how old can I pass for? Look, I would just drive regular. Like, what? You don't drive regular? What are you talking about?
Ain't nobody trying to do that for real. Ain't nobody trying to look their age for real. I mean, I don't mind aging. That's part of life. I don't want to look the part.
You want to age gracefully.
I don't want to age.
Well,
I just
you're
want to
going
get
to
older.
age.
I just want to get older, and that'll be it.
You're going to age.
Like Diane Carroll. She just looked the same age, I swear to God, forever.
No, you can tell that she has some age on her. It's
I mean,
going to
yeah, of
show.
course. I mean, during the age, like the time period. But you didn't know.
I don't want to look. When I'm 80, I want to look like I'm 60.
I saw some
I can
woman.
deal with that.
I swear to God, this woman was 91. I never forget her. 91. And she looked like she was like in her 40s.
When do women stop
Weird. It was the weirdest thing. And she was
was good.
dying
That's
laughing.
good.
She said, yes, I am 91. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I met someone like that too, and she was still driving. had
Lara,
all
yeah,
her-
Lara was
Yes.
still driving
She
at
was
90
That's
Was she?
awesome.
That's what you want.
until I got scared when she was about to run a
do.
light and some kids was crossing the street. I said, Lara! She was like, oh well. Ooh. I'm like, huh? You almost took out a whole half of a class.
Yeah.
Well, I told you when you get to a certain age, you're like, well, hey, stuff happens. I'm gonna keep moving.
Yeah, so. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's get to the
right.
topic at hand. All right, so worst. Okay, now the fall is here. You know, we all dreamed of our vacations during the wintertime. Some of us pay on it a year in advance, and boom,
Hey,
the
family and friends.
vacation is here. Then all hell break loose on your vacation. Now, for me, my story is I went my first Vegas experience.
I don't even want to talk about my first Vegas experience. Linda, I know you're on here.
She watched it too.
Yes.
My first Vegas experience
Your
was
first Vegas experience, how old were you? A guesstimate.
30.
Oh, 30. Oh, okay.
I was 30. My first Vegas experience, and so excited to go. So excited, ready. And so it was just me and my other friend. We got a hotel. It was nice. You know, we did everything. She was the type that stayed on the phone with her man, arguing every day, crying on the phone with her husband every day. Then after she hung up with her husband, calling her mother to tell her what happened with the argument.
So she was
Every
calling him every
day.
day, or he was calling her?
Both, back and forth, back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I said, look, he's not even here. Why do you care? Let's just have a good time and you go home and, you know, you just live. Up right now, what y'all arguing about doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Just crying. I mean, it was the worst. I couldn't do anything. Did you want to hang out with somebody like that?
Did you know that's what you was getting into?
No. I believed in the commercial. You know, in my mind,
What
I thought my
happens in
life
Vegas stays in
was
Vegas.
my trip was gonna be just like that commercial. You know, I thought we were just gonna be just living it up, you know, having a good time. It was just us. You know, me and her never vacationed together, known her since childhood. You really know somebody when you
don't
go
know
on
nobody
vacation.
till you take that dang on vacation.
When you go on vacation, that's when you learn somebody
learn
for
people,
real.
baby.
You know, and that was just a really disappointing experience. I mean, even when we went out to the little clubs, it just wasn't the rah, rah, rah Vegas moment.
Okay.
It was still sitting on the side, just like, why are you here? You know, why are you here? You're ruining my fun. And that was hard. And then I learned that too. I would never go solo on a trip with somebody because it's like, who else I can hang out with?
Right.
Right.
You know, I can't just say, you know what, forget her. We out. You
Right.
know,
I agree. You at least need a deal breaker person.
yeah.
To where if you want to do something and this person don't, that third person is gonna be the deciding factor. Like either I'm gonna stay here with you or I'm going with you.
Or just go out by yourself. I mean, some days you just probably just have to just go out by yourself, you know. But at the same time, you do want to have that friend. You know, you want to have that moment with your
You
friends.
don't want to go out by,
Exactly.
by
You don't
yourself,
go on a trip
especially
with
when you with your
somebody.
girls.
To
I
go
mean,
on
you
by
don't, but at
yourself.
the same time, it's just weird. Like how, but my whole experience was awful because I didn't go out by myself. I just went with her, and I didn't have nobody else to say, you know what, you know, let's just leave her in her mess with her husband, you know. But I had to suck it up, wait until the argument was over.
Y'all stay in the same room?
Yeah, wait till she got talking to her mother. Wait till she calmed herself down. Now I'm looking like, what the? I'm mad at her. Now we ain't talking.
Oh.
You know, it
that
was just
silence.
It was
the
that, you know, that
worst.
silence, like, and then
Awkwardness.
Then me checking her, like, why are you arguing with him? This is dumb because you going back home. Y'all live together. Y'all married. You know, it wasn't like no real issues, like he cheating on. It was just nothing. It was something stupid.
He left the
You
toilet
don't
seat up.
appreciate going on a trip with a guy until you are with a bunch of bitches. And when you go on a trip with a bunch of broads, that make you appreciate that man so much better.
You ain't never lied.
It do. You be like, yeah, girls weekend, we gonna have so much fun. And then you be like, I hate this bitch. I don't even know you. So
You don't know nobody till you go on a trip with them, and that was just very.
How long was it? How many days?
You know, typical like 3 to 4.
4 days, 3 nights?
Yeah,
Okay.
like a little weekend.
Hey, if anybody want to call in to chime in on this conversation, call us at
Horrible though.
Call us at 248-579-5260.
say it again.
248-579-5260. And give us
right.
your vacation story from hell.
Yes.
Worst vacation. I know you got something, Miss Kiki.
Yeah, I was about to just say that.
You know, I'm that person that can get along with anybody long as there's some tequila there or...
Sometimes they need
you
more
know,
than that. It's just-
And me and this friend, we get along real good. We've taken vacations together and everything, but it was the same scenario. These fucking females and their men. These men purposely, I think, try to ruin their women's vacations and vice versa.
Yeah.
If the woman is calling the man when he out of town, You know, so we out of town. We having a good time. We out the country. We turning up. That phone ring. Cell phones should be banned on a vacation. Like, you should get a basket and make all the broads drop the cell phones, because cell phones are the doom of most relationships anyway.
That's a good rule.
But if you got kids, you kind of want to call and check in, and your husband wants you to call and check in.
That's when you really don't care.
When you got kids.
I'm going to the pool. Click.
Yeah, I mean, you don't make it an all-day conversation. It's
Yellow
a
phone.
hello, you know, we're here, we're having a good time. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. It shouldn't be a 2-hour dialogue.
We was in Mexico.
Video
You tell-
chat. They want to see the room. They want to see.
Oh,
no,
no, that's too
You
much.
tell Pedro, if an emergency come, I'm at cabana number 5. Come over here. That's what you do. Because it's ridiculous. Like, her dude made me need a break from her. We
that's
shared a
bad.
room. And it was all good day 1. He wasn't missing her yet. Day 2, that phone get to ringing when he get off work. Why you ain't call me? Why you ain't answer your phone? She getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning when he get off work to answer the phone. He's changing her mood. And that didn't really bother me waking up. I'm just like, it just made me grateful I don't have anybody. You don't really appreciate being single. I used to feel like single bitches was miserable. You lying. You miserable. You don't want to be single. Till you see that bitch argue with her man. And then it be like, damn, I'm glad I ain't got nobody to fucking answer to. I appreciated that shit right there. I was like, yep, right there. Thank you, Lord. You doing right, Lord. You know I ain't ready for nobody. But anyway, so I was okay with the little back and forth. A couple times she went on the balcony to argue with him. You know, I was like, whatever. We was at a resort where, you know, cabanas was first come, first serve. So we got up early, snatched up a nice cabana, out there tanning and shit, got on our different bikinis the next day. Phone ring. Oh, shit. You know, they set up the volleyball tent. They about to play volleyball in the pool. She's sitting up there literally arguing with him. Then I see a tear drop down her face. I get up. I go and just jot. I said, not today. I'm not in the mood. And I left for about an hour. I came back. She like, where you go? Nowhere. To get the fuck away from this shit. That's what I did.
Right.
And it just was but I seen her mood change from that. And that's where I was turned off. You can argue with, you know, you got to be able to compose yourself when somebody pisses you off. I cannot stand people that, and she's usually not like that, but I have a friend that admits that when she's pissed, she can't shake it. And I don't like people like that. You should be able to keep your poker face on and not let nobody know what's going on with you. Whether you married, whether this your couple, you should always have a poker face, and nobody should be able to knock you down off of your mood. And I'm that person that could have just stabbed you. Ain't nobody gonna know that you bleeding, number one, and ain't nobody gonna know that I did shit to you. You know, you got to be able to compose yourself. So that's why I had to get away, because I seen her mood changing. And I was just like, so at the end of the trip of all of that drama, I was like, I would look at my phone at her calling. I wouldn't answer. I was just like, I need a break I told her before we left, I need a break from you and your motherfucking man, okay? And that's how I felt. And I did take a break, you know. And she like, quit playing. Why you feel that way? I said, I'm not used to this. I'm like a person that don't have a newborn baby. I ain't relating to my friend with the newborn baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I am single. I'm not arguing with nobody. I don't have no type of stresses.
Yeah.
Talk to me about hollering at some damn kids. We on the same page. But arguing with a dude, I'm not. You know, so I just couldn't relate. So I just needed a break.
It's too much. It's too much. I would never go through that again. Never.
And we had tequila.
We didn't have tequila. I don't know what I had, but it wasn't enough. And I would never go through that. And I would never do that to no one. I don't care what me and my man got going on. I would never
Try to sabotage his trip.
first call him. I don't call him on his trip at all. Have fun. You know what I mean? And I expect the same. Don't you call me. Don't you dare call me on my trip.
But they don't act right. They don't always do the same.
Even though he tried, one day he did, and that's how I got pregnant when I came back.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow. I wonder.
Yeah.
Set you up.
He did. He was trying to. He didn't argue, but he was. Remember, because at first, y'all thought he was playing. Y'all was like, "Is he serious?" Just like, no, this got to be a joke. Why is he calling? But it wasn't arguing. It was just literally just calling a lot. But
It was awkward.
Lord.
It was.
I don't
like, yeah, I
mind you
shot the,
calling me,
refrigerator.
but
Yeah,
he
don't
did.
call me
Yeah, I just bought a new.
all day.
He bought refrigerators.
He brought a new. He called you about a new refrigerator.
He bought a new refrigerator. He was just
It was
calling
like buying new appliances. She was like, okay.
He did. He bought a big old refrigerator.
Oh, he was tripping. He was missing you.
Yeah. He said, "Yeah, I got the refrigerator. Put it in for you. Everything's gonna be nice when you come.
Just come home.
Just come
Just
back.
come home.
Oh,
Just
wow.
come back home, please. Please come back. Well, let me tell you my vacation story from hell. I have a couple of them, of course. But this one here, I mean, it made me think about some things. And you're so right. When you go with women,
It's horrible.
it's a whole different type of experience.
horrible. Women are horrible.
I went.
On vacations, we're horrible.
They can be. I
Emotional.
had some good vacations with women, but it just depends on who I'm with.
Right.
I went. It wasn't even really a vacation. We went on a business trip.
Coworkers?
God, yes. And this frustrated me to no end. First of all, this is my first time in Vegas. And I'm ready to have a good time, enjoy myself. I'm away from the household. Nobody's bothering me. We gonna go to these meetings, and then at night we gonna turn up this, that, and the other. So I'm like, I told my sister, girl, pack your bags, come on down here to Las Vegas. We about to get it in. But of course, she comes with my mother. Why, I don't know. I love my mom, but I have no idea why my mother was there. She was there, but she stayed she stayed gambling, but let her tell it. She only was doing the penny slots, because she didn't want to get in no trouble with Jesus.
Oh,
So she did the penny slots.
Those are worse ones.
Right, girl. But then this was funny though. So she asked for a strawberry daiquiri, and she does not drink. They brought it out. It had liquor in it. If you would have seen her face, she spit that drink out so hard. I was like, oh my
Oh,
God.
goodness.
It was only a sip, mother. Calm down. She was so mad. So it was the funniest thing. So anyway, as time went on, we're here for I want to say about good 7 days. This is a long time.
Nice
heard of that
business
one.
trip.
Oh, we
Somewhere.
had wonderful business trips. They had set us up. So we get there. First of all, Miss Reyes, I love you, girl. But oh my God,
But there go the butt.
love her to death. But this girl was crying every day almost because she was missing her kids and going through her emotional problems and stuff. I'm like, Jesus Christ, girl.
She had little kids?
They were not that little.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Okay. Welcome, caller. Welcome, Talk Juicy.
Hey, my ladies, how y'all doing?
Oh my God, hang up, Dave. I was still telling my story.
Who's that? That's
That's Lucinda.
Hey there.
They just said the same thing. Oh God. Hey,
Lulu.
Lucinda.
Hey, Lulu.
Hi, juicy ladies. I'm just listening in. That's all.
Right
Okay.
now.
I know you got a story. No, you probably don't.
I really don't have a vacation story that went wrong. I mean, I don't have one that I could think of at the moment. So I'll just listen to you guys' stories. That's all.
Okay.
All right,
Well, let
thank
me
you.
finish my story.
Okay, thank you, Lulu, for telling us
So
that you're listening.
Linda's back on. Hey, Linda. Linda was in her mood, so she was crying. But at the end, this is what really made this vacation worse. It wasn't about Linda going through her mom. It was for a minute because
Why you
I was
out there?
like,
Why you out there? We ain't named names.
I know I did. Y'all didn't. My
Shit,
I
first
thought it
and
was a different
last.
name before.
No, she said first and last. She gave it up. So
I had
if
a
you,
whole government name.
if you ain't confused, now you know exactly who it is.
I'm sorry. I don't know this nameless person. I'm sleepy. So we had a good time though. We actually,
I don't clean it up. You was just they was whining about their kids and being dramatic.
she was whining about the kids a little bit. I'm like, okay. But we went out and we kind of hung out. We had a good time. And, she didn't want to hang out past a certain time at night. She was tired. But so during the end, we're getting ready to depart from Vegas. This is when stuff just went left. And I said, okay, never again. We're getting ready to depart. So our other coworkers that was there, we were all supposed to have met up together to leave so we can go to her uncle's place to stay until our plane left because she was like, well, take a late flight so we can, so we can enjoy Vegas and have a good time. Okay, no problem. Did that and everything. And so me and my other coworker, the nameless lady, was just walking down the street, having a good time. We're, getting drinks and just trying to enjoy the rest of our time here. Mm-hmm. And so we called our other coworker, like, hey, you guys up? We out there. We already had breakfast. What you doing? They said, we still in the bed. We'll be up in a minute. Okay, call us when you're ready so we can hang out. Time goes by. Now it's hot. We out of our rooms because it's time to check out, so we can't be in the rooms anymore. I'm like, oh, why nobody haven't called? What's going on? Called these ladies back. They're gone. They're at her uncle's house. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Mm-hmm. You're at your uncle's house, and we've been
sitting here waiting on y'all.
We've been sitting out here waiting on you, and we out here in this hot-ass sun.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere to go, no rooms. And you know that we all came down here together, and you told us to catch a late flight. Mm-hmm. I was so pissed. I said, oh, I'm about to call somebody and tell them right now to send me some money, and I would get on a different flight because you got me pissed off now. Mm-hmm. So now I'm pissed because I'm like, damn, we got to walk around in all these hotels. We don't walk up and down this damn strip. Mm-hmm. I don't want to see I don't want to see another shirt or another flyer telling me to buy a goddamn woman. I'm ready to go.
They flick it like
Girl,
that.
flicking it hard. Pissing me off. And we're walking around, and my friend, she's all upset. She's ready to cry again. And I'm ready to cry, too, at this point because I'm so pissed because I can't believe you do this. And then by the time they came back to get us, it was time. It had to be about 8 o'clock that night.
Oh,
so you walking around with luggage and crap like that?
Girl.
When the hotel,
the hotel kept our bags for us. So that was good, but at the same time, we don't belong nowhere. So
we out of money at this point.
What?
It's the end of the trip.
It's the end of the
7-day trip in Vegas. You better have a lot of bankroll.
But if I would have known better, I would have planned differently. But this was my first time here, so I'm expecting to have a different experience. And so we just walked
Believe it in that commercial. That commercial
Girl,
gets you every time.
They came and got us and looking at us like, wow, we have an attitude. And they come and then they made us bring our bags all the way around to another side. I was so pissed when I got in the car. I just kind of looked at her. I just kind of gave her the death stare. Like, if you say 2 words to me, I don't care if you are my supervisor, I'm going to slap the hell out of you. That's exactly where I was at. And I told her when we got back, when we finally got on the flight, we get to the airport. Then they decide, it's overbooked. So we're going to probably have to have some people to do a overlay. And even though she put us on a cheap flight, she's going to take Delta because she got to go straight. And we got the layover in the damn red eye. I was so pissed. I didn't know what to do. I was so pissed. And then they checked my bag. It was a mess. I was so mad. I said, so all these people coming through line, and y'all decide to check me? They put me over. They probably was like, this woman got an attitude. I'm mad. I've been in the hot sun all damn day, and now I get here, and I got to deal with this mess. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was so mad. And she like, well, I'll stay. I'll just, I'll stay. Don't worry about it. No, I'll get on this flight. I don't care what these people do. And I told myself after we got back, I said, we came as a group. You left us in the middle of Las Vegas and know damn well that we didn't have a car or anything else and we was dependent on you. And you said this is what we was going to do and you left us. So who does some shit like that?
A female. Right. Haven't you been listening?
Girl. Female truth.
She looked at me and had such an attitude like she was probably scared, because people want to consider me the angry black woman sometimes. I just like
crazy Leo.
Not you.
They don't know me
you.
well. They want to
Not
consider
you.
me that. They don't know me like that. So I'm like, this is ridiculous. I mean, me and my other coworker, we talked about this nonstop. I said, the next one we go on, you'll never catch me like that.
So was you grooming her at work?
I sure did. I went off. I went in and had a long meeting with them. I went off because you don't do that to people.
You don't do that.
I don't like things like that. And and it was a similar thing.
Trips is horrible.
But no, even with couples, we just came back from a cruise. Mm-hmm. Now I'm just gonna tell you the end part of this. So we all sitting there and they changed the flight. Like, I don't know how many times. So we were ready to go. So they changed the flight. So we had to move from one gate to another gate. Fine. So we all sitting there chilling. I'm watching them as they trying to empty out the plane. And I'm like, oh, this is going to take long. It's going to be a minute before we get on this plane. So I'm watching. I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there talking to my sister, my auntie over there asleep, other people all over the place, right? So it was another couple that was there with us. Okay. 2 other people. So we all sitting there, and this couple was over there where my aunt was sitting at. They decide to get up and get in line. Never hear them call for Detroit. I don't hear it at all, but I'm sitting there watching. Never hear a call. So we sitting there, and I'm looking, and I'm like, so I'm telling my husband, I said, what's going on? Are we getting on the flight? He was like, oh, that ain't our flight. We good. I'm like, what you talking about? I said, no, you need to go and check. He's like, no, that's not our flight. I said, there's nobody in line. We need to check. Right. Get up there. Sure enough, it's our flight. They about to close the door. And then gave away our seats at that. So now, Spirit.
Oh. I didn't think that sounded like a Delta story.
That was not a Delta at all.
Delta don't do that.
No. So they didn't even call and say, okay, hey, your flight's about to leave. If you last call, nothing.
Yeah, that sounds
Get
like
up
a
there.
issue.
And so the lady, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I said, how you about to leave? And no, I didn't hear you call for this flight. So she wants to get angry with us and start talking about some, y'all are stressing me out. I'm about to have an anxiety attack. I can't take this. Where's your ticket? What is your name? I said, hold on. You need to calm down. I said, because I'm not about to do this with you. I'm supposed to be on this flight. I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. I said, you need to figure this out. So people walking on, she telling them, you guys got to come back. You got to come back. I got to check their tickets. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so you guys supposed to have been on here. How you not hear this? I said, I told you once. Ma'am, you need to calm down.
How old was she?
She had to be in her 20s. So my husband
she young and she can't handle it?
Girl, couldn't handle it all. I said, you need to pop a Xanax or something because you need to calm down. I said, you can't control nobody. So my husband leaves him. So I said, go and get everybody else and tell them they need to get over here right now because this plane about to leave us and they giving away our seats. So he goes and get everybody else. And I'm like, she said, well, how many people with you? I said, it's 8. She said, it's 8 people. I said, oh my God. I just can't believe this. Everybody just stop talking to me. Everybody just leave me alone. So I'm like, okay, now I'm getting pissed. Leave her alone. So now I'm getting pissed like, bitch, you better get me on this flight. That's all I want to hear. And so I'm looking, and me and my sister, and we getting in line. So I'm like, well, hell, where's the other couple?
And enjoying their snacks.
Girl, exactly. The motherfuckers was on the flight. Now, we all came together. You mean to tell me that y'all didn't stop now one time? They say, hey, y'all, we lining up. They called us. We in line. Y'all need to get ready to get on this flight.
Girl. Is this family?
No, they were not family. But they're good friends with, somebody else that was there.
They would have got bumped while walking up that aisle.
You think I wasn't pissed? I walked on that flight. He set up. He looked. Oh, I thought y'all was already. What happened? I looked at him. The way he want to stop, I said, don't answer that motherfucker. Keep going.
Every man for himself in that damn airport.
I was so pissed off. I was so mad because I'm like, we about to get left, and you got your ass on here with a blanket, sleep, and with some goddamn peanuts.
You already got your peanuts?
You and your girl. And y'all looking at us like, oh, well, I didn't even know. I didn't hear them call it either, but I thought you all got in line. Why in the hell? You was just sitting with them. She was sitting by my auntie.
And she was asleep.
And neither one of y'all said a word. I said, oh, y'all, that's bullshit to me. We get off the flight. We're walking. And so they like, yeah. He was like, I don't know what happened. I said, all I know is this. Me and my mouth sometimes. I said, I don't understand how a person gets on the flight and been sitting with everybody all damn day and did not say that the flight was ready to go. Who the hell does that? He just looked at me. And my husband, of course, like, just calm down, Keisha. Just calm down, relax. I said, no, I am pissed. Because we almost got left, and they gave away our seats. They had to pick the other people up and make them, they had to take everybody else off the flight. Somebody was already in my auntie and them seat. That's how bad it was.
That's terrible.
It was terrible. I was so pissed. I said, see, this is why. I don't mess with some people. Don't do this.
No, this is why you don't fly Spirit.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Yeah.
But look, I won the 5,000 miles. I got to fly them again. I won 5,000 miles.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
only
I'd be
it's
on
only
it.
just there. I got to pay for my bag.
No.
Oh, I
you go.
can't. I had one
not it.
bad experience too many at Spirit. It took that one bad experience. I was done.
It's so they have lawn chairs with seatbelts on them. That's how I describe it.
I don't know. I can't do Spirit.
I can't even tell if the chairs is really connected to the damn plane. They so flimsy and when you sit down and it make a sound, that ain't right.
Yeah.
It ain't supposed to
so-
plop down and act like a lawn chair.
All right, so Miss Cleo, you got a bad. I know you have.
Linda is going on for me. Hey, Linda.
Uh-oh.
Where's she? Oh, she talking crap on Facebook.
Because you told me to stop it. You right, friend. I stopped.
Hey, so Miss Cleo, I know you got a story.
So I did so before we went to Punta Cana, the kids, I guess I call her, I guess she my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law asked me, she was like, you want to go on a cruise? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll go on a cruise. I said that all willy-nilly, not really calculating what the fuck I needed to go on
What you
this
signed up
cruise
for.
and what the fuck I signed up for. So, we drive to Georgia. She visit her mom in Georgia. Cool.
It was a road trip and a cruise?
It was.
It was
I'm
very.
sorry. 1 second. Give me the phone number again. A few people want to call in.
248-579-5260.
One more time.
248-579-5260.
This
Thank
was
you.
when I said this was a journey. Everybody kept saying, "Oh, we're." Boss was like, "Dad, should we go get her? Where'd she go?" She said she on a 3-day cruise going for 50 days.
Yeah, so it was like 7 days. So we
40. She was going 40
I
days
was
for a
going
3-day
40
cruise.
days, 40 nights, so 3 days.
We was like, where's she at?
Who all was in this
Michelle, I
car?
was trying to reply. It's not
It
allowing
was
me to.
I think it was like her brother. I guess he's not really. I guess it's
Well, not
like her type thing.
specifics. How many people was it? Kids or
3.
just adults?
No, it's just all adults. So
Okay.
road trip, it was interesting. It was just weird,
When you say interesting, you know that it was something that was not good.
It was cool. It was just
So 2 women and a guy.
some women
Driving
and
to
a guy.
Georgia.
Yeah, driving to Georgia. Right. We stayed with her mom for 1 day. That was cool. It was just like we're traveling like it's 19.
Slow travel. Did they go straight to Georgia or did they stop?
You gotta hear this story.
Was they scared they was getting
This
go
was
get
the
lynched?
longest. This was the
This
longest.
was the longest fucking 3-day cruise fucking ever. Look.
It lasted like I swear to God about 40
my
days.
God,
I've never
I
heard of
forgot
this
how
story
long it
before.
took. So she
We have
decided.
another caller.
Oh,
Hi, caller.
Hi, I am calling about you guys' topic,
say your name, caller. I'm sorry.
Vegas trip.
Oh, hey, Michelle.
Hey, honey. Hi, everyone. I'm
Hi.
sorry I don't know everyone's name, but hello. I think you guys are having great conversation.
Thanks, Michelle. Were you on the Vegas trip?
Was I on the No, I wasn't on that Vegas trip.
Oh.
I thought about a Vegas trip that I took that I can share with you guys, and you're going to think it's hilarious. I hope so.
Sure.
So, we're on a girls' trip. We wasn't at a hotel. We got a timeshare. And we stayed next to some gentlemen that was there on their men's trip. They were very kind, all that. One of my girlfriends liked one of the young men. And we were on like our 3rd day. They went their way, doing whatever. We went our way. We went out. And one of my girlfriends was having like a confrontation all day with her man back home in Detroit.
That's typical.
So she was kind of upset, or whatever. Whatever he had done, but let me just say, infidelity played a part, have always played a part in their relationship.
That's
so
typical too.
she was upset about that. She had proof and everything. So, I'm one of them girls like, girl, how many years you going to deal with this, right? But anyway, she liked it. I love it. So this night we went out. We like, you know what? We just going to turn up. Went to the club. We turned up. We was feeling good. Okay, like, hey, I'll be one of those turn up. So she's like, yeah, so I got, we gonna say his name, David. A fine gentleman, I just might say. I'm gonna call David. and see what they doing. We go back to the hotel. It's probably about 1:00 in the morning. Okay.
Okay.
So she says she tipsy, and she's like, oh, well, let me text him and let him know, we about to go back to the room where they at. We can still party all night. Our room was like joining like that middle door. So
that's serious.
She's like, oh, well, help
like a
me,
date rape type.
this not mean she was tipsy, okay? I was too. So she's like, here go my phone, this and that, and this and that. Here go the number. I said, okay, girl, let me see. So I hold her phone. We both looking at it. I pull up the dial pad, put the number in. I turn away, grab my drink, turn back around. She hit send. This girl done text everybody in her phone, including her man.
Oh.
And the message read, I'm tipsy, I'm hot, I'm ready, where y'all at?
Oh my God, that's awful.
She did a mass text to everybody in her phone.
And everybody in her phone. I got it. The
Oh
other
my
3
God.
girls got it.
Oh, girl, she can't. Oh, hell no.
Everybody.
She was
And
ready.
then that's not the kicker. Her man knows my man, right?
Oh,
We
no.
in Vegas. We get back to the room, everybody blowing her phone up. He calling her. She in the room, her high gone, right?
It should.
blown,
It's dropped
right?
instantly.
Damn, she ain't making next door.
Yo, we in the room, she arguing. Do you know this chick tried to say, hey, Michelle, tell him that was you using my phone? I was like,
Like, bitch, don't try to throw me up under the bus.
Right, and get you in trouble with your man.
right. Like, I'm not owning that.
no.
You use my phone. Now, what I did do is help you pull up your dial pad. You want me to tell him that? So
Girl.
that was a trip. She was Debbie Downer for the next day. So she didn't go shopping the next day.
I bet she did.
She was out.
Shit.
Get enough.
Hey, but that
She would start packing my bags
was
at
it
that
my
point.
fault? Did I need to own that for her? I don't think so.
No.
No.
Absolutely
That was all
not.
on her.
She wouldn't have did it for you.
I wouldn't have did it for her.
And she was about to be hot and ready for David.
She
I
said,
wouldn't
I'm
ask nobody.
hot, ready,
Right.
and tipsy.
and tipsy.
Hot and
Lord.
ready. Where y'all at?
So she was like a little
That's the
sister
Trinity right
baby.
there. That's the Vegas Trinity.
Right.
That was a commercial.
Yeah.
Fucking
So,
commercial. That fucking
earlier
commercial.
I posted what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yes.
Hell
Not all
no.
the time. Not when you got them right drinks.
See how them phones mess up everything? That phone messed up everything. She was about to be busted wide open for David.
All she had to do was knock on David. No.
No, she had to leave the door open.
That's it.
Right.
See, I'm hot. I'm ready.
Just crack the door
Well,
open.
thank you
The door
for
open,
letting me
David.
share my story.
Thank
I'm
you,
excited.
Michelle.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Good story.
Good story. Good story.
No phones.
You said no
So-
phones.
If we notice
I
all
gotta
of our
keep my
stories,
phone.
most of our stories, phones have ruined everything.
That is true.
They
It's
can.
never a real argument. Like I'm just having a fallout with you. It's like a real. It's
insecure moments.
Yeah.
Everybody's insecure. Nobody really trusts. They see you booking the shit. They see you planning the trip, and they see you getting on the plane. They driving back home, and then as soon as they wake up, it's like, oh, you gonna just leave us? You gonna just leave me? So leave
I
the
don't know what
phones.
just happened, but but anywho, I know I don't have time to tell my story. I just want to say I went through 3 states, across waters and deserts, and
It was.
Well, did you have fun when you got on the boat?
met
When you actually
people,
did?
shared a blanket with a stranger. I did a lot of strange things, but
Wait. You shared a
DoorDash
blanket?
with a stranger, and he loved it. But a white guy said he was mixed. What else? It was just interesting. Just weird vibes. I argued with a Cuban guy. It's a lot.
You did all this in a 3-day trip.
I did all that.
And you caught a Greyhound.
Got a Greyhound.
You have to catch a Greyhound back.
I got snuck weed on the cruise. It was just a lot. Got some weed in the Bahamas. It was just
No, this would make the trip so. She literally took, get here with a plane, boat,
Yeah, you're however you get here. She did.
train,
Girl.
Greyhound.
She
Took every land of
Every
transit,
method.
anywhere you could
every
have
transit
where you
every
could
transit
travel.
way I traveled.
She did.
For a 3-day cruise?
It was
It's
just so
like, what are
funny.
you doing?
And we had so
So
much
we started getting
fun. It was-
worried. The family was like, "Is she okay?" To what? Have you talked to her?
Me and
I
her
don't-
had so much fun on that cruise. It was wild.
So it was
Very-
worth the
Even
So
on the
wait a minute,
cruise.
you took a plane, a car.
I did a lot. A jet. I took a pterodactyl. I took a hobbit. I took a fucking
Did you
jet
even get on the
ski.
camel and get there too, huh?
I talked to the Easter Bunny. He got me there. I took everything, every way. Listen,
Y'all was gonna make this.
A goon,
y'all was
a
gonna-
goblin,
y'all was gonna
everybody.
make this boat.
it was so funny. It was fun. It was like we had a little clique that just didn't make sense. It was like a half Asian Russian chick. All the Russians wanted her and shit. It was like, hey, Russia.
So the only bad part about the trip is you getting there.
It was just all fun. It was just all dumb. It was hilarious. It was just a stupid ass trip. I had to call Dave. It was just real bad.
I was gonna ask if that was the Uber trip.
I was like, yo, Dave. Help a nigga out. I was like, the only fucker who will come through right now. I already know. I said, I'm not fucking calling him. It's just like, call
That was possibly one of the strangest calls I've ever gotten in my life. Like, she's like, I know this is gonna sound weird, but here's the deal. I need an Uber to get to a Greyhound station.
Hell no.
And I was like, all right, where? Like, just so. And the best part is so like I'm here. I'm in Detroit, and I'm getting an Uber down in Florida.
It was the funniest
And so the
shit.
guy messages me like, I don't know, 6-8 times. He's like, "Are you here?" it shows your
We were
location.
laughing so hard. Me and her were laughing so hard. And she was like, what she was doing on her end was way funnier than what the fuck I was doing. Like, she was just like panicking. Like, I was like calm. Then my baby daddy dad called from prison. It was just a lot.
Oh
I
wow.
was like, how the fuck are you locked up again? It was just his stories how he get in prison just never makes sense. He's locked up now today.
Oh my god.
He just can't help his fucking self. Every fucking October, I'm like, nigga, I'll be like, I know you're not gonna make it past October. He's like, yeah, it's coming.
Wow.
So every October, we just brace ourselves. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Look at
So
that.
now do you call it Locktober?
I like that.
That's a good one.
I like that. I like that.
October.
October.
Our Locktober anniversary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was that story.
Listen.
We got worried. We got scared. 'cause
No,
we saw-
like I'm missing out on so much information. It was like we went to a bar, right?
it's a lot of random stories came out
we
her
went to a
trip.
bar, so I'm arguing with the Cuban guy. We were there for hours, and he came back. And he rubbing his eye, snorting his nose and shit. I was like, motherfucker. And then I'm looking at him. I was like, excuse me. He was like, oh, you guys can't check in. Check-in is at 3 p.m. I said, well, I talked to your sleepy ass yesterday. I told you when the fuck I was getting here, so I'm arguing with him. And we arguing. He was like, you can leave your bags, and you have to come back at 12 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay, clubs don't open. It's closed to, like, late, so let's go. We went to a bar. Weird as shit, right? We see a black girl and two nerds. We already knew what the fuck that was, right? It just looked strange. So I was intrigued because I sat right next to him. I was like, oh my God, what's about to happen?
Oh my
And
god.
she just was like just how she was moving. I was like, go girl, salad girl. That's how I'm looking at her. There's a black guy who walks in tipsy. He had on a tracksuit, which it was like 85,000 degrees. So he had this tracksuit on. I'm staring at him. He just looked strange. She was like, what's up? I was like, oh shit. He looked at me. So he was like, he got to a racial argument at the bar or whatever, right? Nothing they saying is making sense. They this close to each other. They sit next to each other. At first, they was high-fiving, talking about sports. And the guy said one thing. He said, what you mean by that? He said, because I'm black. I was like, oh, crap. Here we go. The other girl is just right here macking on the two dudes. It was just weird vibes. Oh, the bartender, he was high. He was high. His eyes was like, I was like, dude, can you pour my drink? Want me to go back there and help you, fellas? He was just really high. Then I looked at the bill. We were already fucking poor. I said, bitch, we gotta run.
Oh my
And she was
God.
like, what's happening? And I started backing up and I started shaking my head. She was like, where you going? And I just ran. I got the fuck on. And she didn't know what to do. Like, her arms was like, you ever saw a SpongeBob episode where he's like scared? Her arms was
So she
flopping
was
around.
right behind you.
I was in front of her. I don't know. And then somehow she got the strength of Mighty Mouse and passed me. I'm like, where the fuck you going? You know what I'm saying? So then we had to go back to the hotel. Mind you that they said we can't go in. So we're in the hotel room. We're in the hotel lobby. And she was like, shut the fuck up. She was like, don't say anything. So I sat down and she flips her hair. It was all in slow motion. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? She flips her hair. She was like, hi. She changed her voice. She turned into this like mega sexy lady. I was like, what's happening? Anywho, we got the keys.
Oh, good.
And
She turned it on.
she turned the on. So it was like we were there for 2 days, free drinks. The guy hated me. The Cuban guy I argued with, he hated me. But I had an awesome time. We got free drinks off of everybody on the cruise. It was awful.
Girl,
wow.
you got free drinks at the bar that you left.
Oh, yeah.
I like that too.
Dash. It was just bad.
That was a long
I had
trip.
a great time.
I mean,
Well, I'm glad you had a
no,
good
y'all don't
time.
understand how long she was gone. I mean, it was long. Everybody's like, wait a minute, the cruise only 3 days. She been gone 20. So we didn't understand, like, what's going on.
She was going a whole month. Like, okay,
Because
what type of cruise
Punta
is
was
this?
paid for that money.
Oh, yeah, yeah, we paid Punta Cana off
Punta
years.
Cana was paid. Punta Cana was paid for 5 years in advance. So
And Punta Cana was a whole nother trip. That was a whole nother trip.
We went to Punta Cana where everybody was sick and died. And
We went in the midst of the deaths.
Yes, y'all did.
I had,
Yeah, the best. And that was the best vacation ever. That was a good vacation. But either way,
but
yeah.
yeah, we all had a bad vacation.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So that's it.
And that's all, folks.
That's all,
it.
folks. So until next time, y'all, you guys can, definitely keep calling in. But also, you can email us at talkjuicydetroit@gmail.com because we can go over any, issues that you want to, talk about. And it could be anonymous. You ain't got to put all your information out there. We ain't going to out you like someone just outed somebody on here this show. We're not going to put your first and last name out.
I know. I need the bed.
But, you can email us or definitely, connect with us on Instagram at TalkJuicyDetroit and on Facebook at TalkJuicy313. I think I did it reverse, but it's something like that. You'll find us and put Talk Juicy, so we should pop up. All right. Until next time, everyone, always keep it juicy.
Toodles.
Juicy. Goodbye. Signing off.